What's up, people? So you guys know that I like to work smart and not hard. Well, I'm about to make my life a lot easier. I have a 2-acre property that is fenced in, which is roughly about 1,200 feet of fence that wraps around the entire property that I have to weed eat. Not only just the inside, I got to weed eat the outside as well. So that's about 2,400 feet of fence that I have to do. And that's not even including the 2 sections of fence that I have on the inside as well, which is probably an additional 400 feet of fence. So you're looking at close to 3,000 feet of fence that I have to weed eat. I don't want to do that anymore because it tears up my weed eating string. I constantly have to change it out. It just takes forever to do. So I'm going to work smart and not hard. So I went to Lowe's today and picked this up. It's a Yard Guard 15-gallon spot sprayer. I should be able to hook this onto the 4-wheeler, which I have it already out here. I'm gonna make my own grass killer. I bought a whole bunch of vinegar back there, some Epsom salt, and some soap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unbox this, hook it onto the 4-wheeler, fill it up with my grass killer, and make my life way easier. All right, guys, I got it hooked up now. It's pretty simple. I just ran the wire back here. The battery's underneath the seat, hooked it right on, has an on and off switch. You can hear it over here. Then I just bunged it to the front here. Pretty simple. Took me all of about 2 seconds to unbox it and put it on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, put in my mixture, and then get to killing some of this grass around here. All right, guys, so I picked up some Dawn soap, big bag of Epsom salt, and then a whole bunch of vinegar. So I'm not gonna go by any kind of recipe. I'm just gonna pour it all in there and hope that it works. I don't even care, as long as it works. Like I said, this is a 15-gallon, so I may have to dilute it a little bit with water just to make sure it fills up all the way. But I put in all my soap. Get the salt going here. I'm putting the whole bag in. Oh yeah. And then add in a whole bunch of vinegar. I'll clean all this stuff up here in a second. Whew, this stuff stinks. It's gonna kind of look like Windex down here because of all the Dawn soap. All right, guys, you get the point. I'm adding in a whole bunch of vinegar. Once that's done, like I said, I'm gonna put in and fill up the rest of it with water, and then we'll go test it out and start spraying some fence lines. All right, guys, now I'm adding in water to fill up the rest. As you can see, it filled it up almost 3/4 of the way. Now I'm gonna add in about 1/4 of water. Once again, this was 15 gallons. I got it from Lowe's for about 60 bucks. I'm gonna see how long this lasts going around the property. So I'll take you around the yard first on the 4-wheeler, just showing you all the fence line, what it looks like before. I'll go in and spray it, and then we'll check back in tomorrow and see if it's changed any. It's like a chemical bubble bath. All right, that should be good. Put the lid on. It does come with a decent size hose here. I'd say probably a 10 to 15 foot, I believe. Let me see what it says on the box here. 15 feet is what it says, so plenty of hose for you if you want to get off and spray. I'm planning on just sitting on the four-wheeler. Like I said, work smart, not hard. Sit on there and spray as I go. So next thing, we're gonna go check the fence lines, show you everything, and then we'll start spraying. All right guys, so I actually know this does work because I did test it out on my front fence line the other day. Check this out before I start spraying. I want to be honest with you guys, I did spray it before, so you can see down there it's dead already. And this is what I'm talking about. This right here between the, like where the plants are and the fence line, it makes it really hard to weed eat, and that weed eating string gets stuck in this fence, starts breaking. So if I can show you straight down here, you can see all the dead grass right there. So it does work, but I just wanted to show you guys right there what it looked like. I will show you again tomorrow what it looks like after that, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a lap around the property, take you guys along, and then we'll start spraying. Just wanted to show you guys in real time me driving around the property to show you how much I have to weed eat. A little bit of trash over here I need to pick up. That's not even including all the trees and everything else in the yard that I have to weed eat as well. But that was just the front fence line part of it. Now we're on the east end of my property. That's a lot to do. And this other fence is what I was talking about earlier that goes over here to the right, back towards the barn. But all this fence line, I have to weed eat on both sides. And like I said, it just takes, I mean, probably 2 hours or so to weed eat everything. Now we're going on the back side. Don't mind the mess back here on the back side of my barn. Just some extra metal and boards and stuff that I need to clean up. And then we're over here on the west side of the property now, where Tom and Rhonda live. Ooh, I just hit my fence with the four-wheeler. I should probably come back in and cut these limbs down. They're on Tom and Rhonda's property, so I'm sure they won't mind if I cut them down. It just makes it a little bit easier when you're riding through here on the like four-wheeler or the lawnmower. But that's a lot of stuff to have to weed eat. This is the other pasture for the goats and other animals. And then we're heading back towards the front, which I'm gonna go ahead and cut the camera off, and then we'll start spraying. Spray's pretty wide too. I really hope this kills all the grass over here. Like I said, I sprayed some in the front the other day and it did work pretty good. I'm just hoping it'll clear out this fence line so I don't have to weed eat all this. Save me tons of time. And right now with it being close to 100 degrees every day, I shouldn't be out here doing this stuff. Getting around my telephone poles in the front. I already did around my mailbox, the water meter, and then there's another telephone pole on the other side of the property that I did as well. So now I can just ride the mower all around here and not have to weed eat. But one pass around the entire property, I went and did about a gallon so far. But I mean, you can see it's spraying pretty good. And I can adjust it if I want to make it more of a stream instead of mist, but this gets more of an area. Alright guys, so I was able to go around the entire fence twice, along with the fence behind me. You can see this one's about 200 feet long, and then the one over here is about another 200 feet long. You can see back behind the barn, it's getting ready to rain, so I finished just in time. It took me just about an hour to get everything sprayed. I'll come back in the morning, I'll show you guys the results. Hopefully it works just as good as it did in the front yard. It'll save me so much time, and just give you an idea on how much it used. Right there, a little less than halfway left over. Looks like we have about 5 gallons it shows, so maybe about a third of the container is still full, but this should save me a lot of time. The total cost was roughly, I'd say about $85 total. That's for the sprayer and all the chemicals and everything. $85 to save me roughly 2 hours of weed eating 2 or 3 times a month. I'll take that any day of the week. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for now, and we'll check back in the morning. All right guys, it's the next morning. I'm gonna show you what it looks like pretty much less than 24 hours after spraying, and also what it looks like after a few days that it's been sprayed. So the first thing we're gonna do is come check out the fence line that I just sprayed, and we're gonna see what it looks like compared to what it looks like after a few days. So you can see it's starting to work a little bit. It's a lot darker over here. If you go like that, you can tell where I sprayed on both sides of the fence. And then going this way, you can see where I sprayed on both sides of the fence. That's after less than 24 hours. And then on this side over here is almost a week later. Daisy and Tucker want to say hi. So the stuff does work, and it works fairly quickly. I'm gonna show you over here in my Texas, what used to be a Texas pond. I did spray it out to kill all the grass because I may do something with it, but this was sprayed about a week ago. Right where Daisy's standing, that's South Texas, but you can definitely see the green grass over here and where I sprayed. So it definitely works. A clear line too. I did respray it again yesterday, so I want to make sure all the grass is dead in here, so I can probably put some mulch or something. But there's the panhandle of Texas. So now I'm walking over to the garden. Garbage truck's driving by. Check out that sunrise, guys. It's about 6:30 right now, and it's already this light outside. But the garden I did spray before. I just need to go in and actually pull the dead grass out now. You can see over here, green grass, and where I sprayed it. I need to weed out my garden. Every raised bed has grass in it now because I have pretty much neglected the garden for the last month or so. But you can see how much weeding I'd actually have to do over here. Now I can just weed eat just around the plants and not have to go along the fence line once I just go in there and just clean it out one time. So basically, once again, it was just Epsom salt, Dawn soap, some vinegar, and then I diluted it with water to make it last a little longer. But it definitely kills that grass. So just once again, that's was sprayed about a week ago, so it does take a little bit of time for it to actually kill it off, but it works. So hopefully this helps out anybody in the future wanting to get rid of grass along their fence line. It's a simple, easy thing to do, and the chemicals were only about $20 to make. The sprayer, once again, was about $60, so a total of just under $85 for this project. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.